Hello, assalamu alaikum, beautiful people. So the topic of this week is negative self-talk. So what is negative self-talk? Ramble off into this whole negative commentary with yourself where you're like, I can't. I've done this before. It didn't work last time. I'm not smart enough. I'm not wealthy enough to do this. I'm not going to succeed. Now that is negative self-talk. And it is scientifically proven that we are programmed to be a little negative at times and to just simply tear ourselves down. So in order to reset our mind, we have to be really conscious of what we're saying to ourselves. Work on a few things. And one of the biggest issues that individuals have is that we all need to work on simply identifying when we are talking to ourselves negatively. So for most of us, again, it's when it's when something triggers it. So for example, when someone asks us to do something extra at work, something that we may not be comfortable with, and it's a little bit out of our expertise zone. But say your boss gives you a task that they think you're amazing for, but then you start to say, well, I wanted more responsibility, but I can't do that. In your mind, you think to yourself all of the reasons that you can't do that. And the truth of the matter is, if someone else sees it in you, most of the time it's something that you can do. You just don't have the confidence to do it yet. So the important thing to do is just step back and identify when these events are happening and try to jot them down as you journal in the evening time. So we're always talking about journaling and trying to make sure that you keep a journal. And this is imperative for all states of your life. So you need to have a journal where you kind of log your fitness goals. And you log, maybe you have social goals that you're trying to achieve, but definitely try to keep a little journal. Even if it's in your phone, you can use a notepad and jot down what it is that you're trying to achieve. So by journaling, you understand that, well, when so-and-so asks me to do this, or when I'm put in this situation, I don't feel very confident. I don't feel like I can do it. My mind is rambling with negative thoughts. Sadly, in every situation, almost throughout our day, we have negative thoughts. And that is an extremely depressing way of living. It makes us feel so worn down, and everyday tasks become like a challenge. So you have to please take time to identify what it is that's hurting you and making you feel so heavy. So the second thing, after you writing down what triggers your patterns throughout your day, if you have extreme negative thoughts, most of the time, if you sit with a therapist or a psychologist, you will understand that basically most of us have had someone in our life that is close to us and has talked down to us negatively, or we've experienced some type of bullying, and some type of something has set that pattern in our mind. So growing up, many people that I've talked to, they have one parent in their life that was verbally abusive, and that is a big issue, because parents are, of course, the people we mainly spend our energy and other close family members. So if you have a grandparent, it could be anyone, aunt, uncle, someone that you that is in a higher authority with you, raising you up, and they're just naturally negative. That is tremendous to take as a child. And so we are always talking about how, we have issues, and as our society, we love talking about our issues and rambling on about them. But the truth is, we don't like to get help and dive deep why these issues exist. So for many of us, again, this comes back to a teacher, a parent, some sibling bullying, verbal abuse, or some social verbal abuse, like at a school or at your church or mosque. These things stay with you for life. So it's imperative that, again, you identify them and get yourself some help. Another thing is, you want to be adopting daily chants, daily dua. We do dhikr daily prayers to kind of reset your mind and calm your mind down when your mind starts to ramble negatively. So for Muslims, we believe that, of course, a lot of negative inclinations and talks come from the shaitan, or the evil spirit around you that really connects to you when you're feeling down, and it just drags you down further, so that you think that, oh, I'm worthless, I'm nothing. But the truth is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God has never made anything worthless. And we see that in our religion. We see that even an ant, a grain of sand, has a worth on this earth. So you are a beautiful human being, this multifaceted, universe within a universe. And so when we start to get very low and feel so depressed, you have to understand that, hey, maybe this is some negative energy around me. Let me cleanse that. So how do we cleanse that? Here we go. Chanting, or making what we call thicker, just saying astaghfirullah, alhamdulillah, praising God, saying some what's called affirmation, something positive to reset your negative ideas in your mind, saying, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm worth it, I'm worth it, I love being me, I love being me. And the most important affirmation by far is, I am grateful for such and such. So you have to adopt to doing this daily. This is not something that you can just try one time and throw off to the side. Your brain is set a certain way, and you have to work like an exercise, and you have to reset your mind. Exercise. We have to work on our mental health, because when our mental health is gone, or when it's badgered and just dragged to the mud throughout our daily life, it takes so much energy for us to do things that are physical. So we often see that people who have a lot of physical issues, weight issues, health issues, of course, have a mental attachment. So another thing to do, of course, is to break the pattern by a lot of prayer and what we call ruqya. Ruqya is when basically, you have someone come and cleanse your home or your body or your surroundings of those negative spirits. You can look into that further. There's plenty of imams and people who can do the ruqya. Just make sure they are doing it the proper way and not getting into other aspects. So you definitely want to adapt to prayer. We have 5 daily prayers, but sometimes that is not enough. You need to have your extra prayers, just praying throughout your day, connecting with your the higher power that surrounds you, and giving whatever negative ideas of yourself back to God. And say, okay, God, you created me. Let me, beg you and talk to you and really understand what it is about this dunya, what it is about this worldly life, what it is about this task that's making me feel below the dirt. Because again, the truth is, you will never be below dirt. You are such an amazing person. The fact that you're watching this shows that, hey, I'm someone who's trying to get to the next level. That alone takes some people 10, 20, 30, 40 years to have that mindset, and you're watching it now. You're in the now with this. So you are attracted to what you are looking for, even if your subconscious is looking for it and you don't really know what you're searching for. You know that deep down inside that there's negative talk within you. There's health issues. There are certain things that you have to tackle. And 2016, we're going to tackle it, inshallah. So I thank you guys for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.